What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade, basketball analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. We're going to talk about the Los Angeles Lakers playing the new opponent in the third round, the Denver Nuggets. Jokic and Jamal Murray has finally lived up to the hype after being a top three seed the last 2 years. They have finally made it to the Western Conference Finals. This duo and this team hasn't been around that long. But at the end of the day, they have finally have a great opportunity to win a title. That they're getting as far, and the teams that's left are not too far from them, or they on the same level when it comes to talent. Now it's just about who wants it more and what are you going to do to get the W. And they proved that against Utah, being down 3-1, battling adversity, battling controversy because people thought they should have won that series easily. And then they ended up coming back and winning three straight. And then you look at the Clippers, the team that a lot of people thought would be the champions, the team that was the favorite from basically everybody. They take them down after being down 3-1, and they was composed. They stuck to their game, and honestly and truthfully, they knew who they was the whole time. And one thing I gotta give credit to is the consistency of Jokic. Jamal Murray has had good, bad, and great games, but Jokic has been the steady force for this entire team, the anchor on the offensive end, the hub, if you want to call them that too. Being able to facilitate, being able to post up, hit the mid range, hit the three, put the ball on the floor, and just be unselfish. Even when he had it going, he still picked his spots and kept his teammates involved. And that's what you want to see out of him. But that's what you do see out of him. And that's why he's one of the best players in the world and why he's the best center in the entire NBA. And he has proved that in last season playoffs, in this season playoffs. And they won another game seven back-to-back series, and they showed you that what they're made of. Now, the Lakers, they're a different animal. They've been chilling and relaxing, destroying the Portland Trail Blazers, obliterating the Houston Rockets, and Denver has similarities to the Rockets, so I think the Lakers have an advantage there. They like to hit a lot of threes. Once you take away the post from Jokic, they like to move the ball around, find some cutters, but they like to take the three. And if you're going to give them the three, Denver can hurt you. We've seen that against the Clippers. The Lakers are strong and good enough to get up and down the court and get easy baskets, but they also can be a little lackadaisical and give up open shots and be bad on rotations and allow guys to get a little bit of confidence. And that's one thing we learned from Denver too. Once they get rolling and once they see a couple shots going in, they can be a tough team to stop. Lakers have been an elite defensive team, and they have been, steady on that in the first two series. LeBron has been absolutely amazing, making sure teammates is staying involved and scoring when he needs to and taking over when it need be. But not only that, you have AD, who has been absolutely amazing, rebounding the ball, protecting the rim, switching, also being able to attack in multiple ways offensively. And he's going to give Jokic some problems with his athleticism, being able to stay in front of him, being able to use his length like Gobert did to contest and force Jokic to think a little and move a little bit more to get off clean shots or tougher shots, which is low efficiency. But Jokic is going to have to find a way to deal with that, just like he did with Gobert, and he did an excellent job in that series. Not only that, I like Denver perimeter players better. I'd rather have Jamal Murray. I'd rather have Gary Harris and Michael Porter than guys like Caldwell Pope, Danny Green. Not only that, even Rondo. Rondo has been spectacular, but there's some guys on this Denver Nuggets team that I like more. And they have the bodies. They don't have to run away with ADS center, Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee. They're not the ideal players you want in this series because they don't give you enough offensively, and they do a lot of things that can get you in trouble and get you into the penalty, which helps Denver. But they extra bodies that can contain Jokic and make it tough, but also can get take some fouls because you don't need Dwight Howard for 48 minutes. You just need him to have a presence. You just need him to be disciplined enough to warrant minutes. And they didn't need him last series, but having extra bodies you can throw at Jokic to stay in front of him and to make him have a tough time, the Lakers have that advantage in this series. Obviously, the biggest X factor for the Denver Nuggets is how well will Jamal Murray play, because he looked at okay against the Clippers. He had a spectacular game 7. He showed up when it mattered most. He stepped up when it mattered most. And his jump shot is his Achilles heel. If his jump shot is falling, it's going to be a long night for whoever defended him and however you're going to defend him as a team. If his jump shot is so, you can really just allow him to go one-on-one and force him to take the jump shots. And if he start hitting them, change up the coverage. If not, just grind it out and see what happens. The Lakers do have the luxury to have guys like Caruso and Rondo that can be disruptive and can make him, settle. And that's what you want for Jamal Murray. You don't want him getting the floaters. You don't want him getting to the paint. You want him taking tough contested jumpers, even if it's coming off the screen. He's been knocking them down real well throughout the games and the playoffs so far, but you will take it just because you have to give something. You really do. And I think the Lakers will live with that, just like the other teams did. The Clippers, it wasn't about them blowing the game. The teammates just didn't step up enough. And that's something that the Lakers have been having problems with too, having consistency with a lot of their role players. We know what AD is going to do. We know what LeBron's going to do. But who else is going to be the guy chipping in at 11, 12 points? Will it be Kuzma? Will it be Rondo? Will it be Caruso? Or will it be Dwight Howard? Will it be JaVale McGee again? That's one of the biggest problems with the Lakers. You really don't know who's going to show up. You really don't know who's going to be bad. And you really don't know if the three is going to be falling. Because like I said, the Lakers can be a dangerous team when the perimeter players are knocking down their threes. The problem is Denver is the same. When they're knocking down their threes and the ball is moving, they're impossible to guard, especially when you have Murray, Porter, and Jokic on the floor, just because they can do more than just spot up shoot. They can attack, and they put your defense in sticky situations, and you have to pick your poison on how you want to guard depending on the situation that that player is currently in and forcing you to adjust to. So this series really just comes down to who's knocking down shots from the perimeter and who's not. Because I don't really see a way that they can guard AD. I don't see a player that can really make it tough for LeBron. He's a genius. He's been doing this forever, and he knows his game and he knows how to attack because he takes the time and studies. He's a student of the game. He's a legend and one of the greatest players to ever do it, and he's still, at 35 years old doing his thing. So I don't think they're going to have nothing for LeBron. I don't think they have anything for AD, but it's just those Danny Greens and those Caldwell Popes and the Carusos. What are they going to do against Denver? We've seen that the Clippers can beat them. We've seen the Clippers can really put it on them. But can the Lakers defend and continually be energized to play at a high level to contain Denver for the whole game? The Rockets, it seemed like they was lifeless. It seemed like they gave up. It seemed like they was relaxed even when they was losing. Denver show you that they're going to keep coming. They shots might not fall. Things might not go their way, but they're going to continue to play and they're going to continue to give themselves a chance to win. I seen the Nuggets give up. I seen the I seen the Rockets give up, and obviously the Blazers just didn't have enough. They fought, they tried hard, and I respected that, but it just wasn't enough. Denver has enough talent. They do have some go-to plays, some go-to players, and they do have the ability to knock down a three and attack from different ways on the offensive end. Defensively, it's just going to be a toss-up for the Nuggets. They have looked like a good defensive team. They have looked like a bad defensive team, depending on who guards. So if I had to pick a team to go and represent the West in the NBA Finals, I had to go with LeBron and AD, the best duo in the NBA. I'm a Celtics fan. It hurts me to say it, but I think LeBron will be going to another Finals and having another chance to win the championship. Will he win it? I don't know because I don't know who they're going to play, but it's looking like the Lakers are going to have an opportunity to go back to the finals and catch up with my Celtics when it comes to championships. I'm not saying that they will, but they gonna be close enough to have that goal accomplished. We'll see if they're able to do it. But I got the Lakers winning in 6. I think Denver is gonna have some hot games. They're gonna win some tight games, and that'll be enough. But when it comes to overall, teams that's left, the Lakers defense and having the ability to have two unstoppable and unguardable players on their team that makes the teammates' jobs easier. But not only that, they can literally take out whoever guards them. It's real tough. And even though Jokic is playing some of the best basketball in the entire world, and Jamal Murray is one of the biggest crapshoot from game to game, that consistency is key. And the Lakers have been pretty good defensively all season, including the playoffs. And that is what wins you championships. And that's something that Denver hasn't been able to do. They haven't looked like a lockdown team every single game. And even though Lakers might lose game one, will the Nuggets be able to adjust? Will they be able to adapt? And will Mike Malone figure out something to make it even better in the future? Because once the Lakers figure you out, once they know what you do and what you can't do, it starts to become tactics. And it's going to be up to Mike Malone to make the adjustment, make the changes, and trust his players even when they're cold, even when they're hot. But not only that, knowing when to use certain guys and knowing when to take certain guys out in the right moments so you can win and close games the right way. That's something that I didn't like him in Utah and in the Clippers. Even though they won those series, you don't want to get too comfortable and you don't want to make too many mistakes. Because like I always tell you guys, it's best of four. Who wins 4 games is the one that wins the series. You don't want to have the games you regret. You don't want to give away too many games because you're not guaranteed to win the next couple. And you also have a chance to lose 4 games. And whoever wins 4 first is a team that goes to the finals. So I got Lakers in 6 and LeBron going to another NBA Finals with a chance to win his 4th championship. Will he get it done? We shall find out. But other than that, check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Also, that be in the description, comment section below. Check out my older videos. If you like this video, my older videos, subscribe. Also, I have over 1,000 videos, which is crazy, but I have breakdowns of players, legends, rookies, and summer league analysis breakdowns with real footage. Not only that, also do cover summer league, the NBA draft, trade deadline, free agency, season previews. Not only that, top 10 lists and discussions just like this. And I do make the playoff predictions, as you can see. If you want to support the channel, like, subscribe, and share. Allows me to reach more people that see it, the more people they reach, the better it is for me because I do this for free. Not only that, you can check out my merchandise. I have that on Spreadshirt. Also, you can buy it on Facebook. If you like the shirt, like the logo, you can change the color of the logo, change the color of the shirt however you want it. You can message me, and if you message me, I can get it shipped out to you. Quinn Wade, Basketball Analysis, I'm gone. And let me know who you think gonna win. I do read every comment. Will it be the Lakers in 5, Lakers in 6, the Nuggets gonna upset, or will it just be whatever happens? Because injuries can happen, fouls can happen, stupidity can happen, as we done seen last year and the years before. It's fun that the playoffs is almost over and we're ready to crown the champion in the next round. LeBron and AD, can they win a title for LA? That's going to be the question.